without lies. Without life. Without life.
Zababa. Yeah, keep your head down. Bloody eye. You're missing everything.
Zababa, Zababa, I got a big Zababa. Forehead looking like a cocoa bean. Praise be to Allah, I'm such a machine. I hit that rug like 5 times a day. Now my dome got something righteous to say. Imam walk by, he give me that nod. Cause my head look like I hit butted God. It's dark, it's round, it's kinda intense. People asking if I walked into a fence. Nah, bruh, it's the mark of the prostrator. Certified Suju Gladiator. Sister looking like Mashallah. She see the bump, she drop her shawl. Even my barber said, what's this crater? Told him that's the path to my creator. Zabiba, Zabiba, Zabiba. I got a big Zabiba, Zabiba. Zabiba, Zabiba, Zabiba. I got a big Zabiba. Sweating on my side, like I'm in a gym. And I do it all for Allah, not to win. Not to win, gym. Not to win, gym.
Such a gladiator. You're just a victim of the friction, a biological byproduct of a desert-born fiction. You're bragging about a callus like it's tactical gear, but while your nose is in the dust, the truth is nowhere near. You call it a path, but it's a circle in the sand. The mark of a man who surrendered his hand. That crater isn't holy, it's a symptom of the grind. A physical scar for a captive of the mind. So keep that forehead pressed, don't you dare look up while you're drinking the sauce from a poison cup. If you're down on the ground, you're losing the view. Now you're an easy target for a Sutton or two. One slip, one slide, and you're out of the game with a permanent bruise and a prophet to blame. The mark of the prayer is a bullseye tonight. You guys uttered in the darkness while seeking the light. Welcome to the low trust loop, the high anger cycle where the bump on your head is your only survival. You don't need a brain when you got a callus to show, a signal for the tribe, so the rest of them know he's one of us. Look at the mark on his face while you're riding away in the low trust place. High IQs are fleeing while you're hitting the floor, building a crater while I'm closing the door. Yo, I ain't flexing. Okay, I'm flexing, but only for Allah, don't get it twisted. Zababa got me heaven listed. Head so blessed, Wi-Fi bars. Wi-Fi bars. You're disconnected, son. Look at you, head down, eyes closed. Suju Gladiator. Surah 48, 29 says the mark is from the traces of prostration. But science says it's hyperkeratosis, friction and inflammation. It's the badge of the angry, the stamp of the weak. Yeah, a martyr for a system that's already peaked. Keep hitting the rug, keep chasing the bump, but the truth is a mountain and you're just a lump. Is that it by logic? The rug doesn't talk back, Zabiba. Extinguish.
Has a very physical message for the prophet tonight. Out of all the spirits sailing in the seventh sky, why is this angel looking like a handsome ass guy? Dia walks in looking like a straight up 10, and the prophet disappears from the sight of man. Lock the door, little girl, stay out of the way. The messenger's got a massive price to pay. The bed frame's creaking, the angel is pounding. Now the word of Islam is muffled and sounding. A sacred visit, a heavenly light, or just Dia in the middle of the night. Hey, the Dia, scrub the stain. The angel brings the pleasure. Aisha best the pain. Scrub it at the fabric till the knuckles are raw. Wash it out the evidence of the prophet's flaw. The prophet's flaw. She's only near the basin in a rag, cleaning up the blessing of a holy brag with her fingernails. She's digging at the crust to try to evidence of a prophet's lost. He was Gabriel, he swears, looking proud and tall. The air
rulers of the desert sat upon a pagan throne. Alatauza and the third one Manat. The roots of the ritual, the ghost and the plots. The prophet was lonely, the courage were cold. So he looked at the idols and he did as he was told. He bowed to the stones and he whispered the line, trying to make the pagan god something divine.
These are the exalted cranes, the prophet declared, while the pagans of Mecca stood silent and stared.
Their intercession is hoped for, he cried to the sun, integrating the many into the one.
The angel came back with a lash and a sting, saying Satan put those words on the tongue of the king.
A flippant excuse for a compromise made, the foundations of Mecca are built in the shade. From the moon on the flag to the stone in the wall, the pagan foundations are spouting to fall. The 47th thunder is peeling the paint, revealing the sinner inside of the saint. It was Satan's verse in the prophet's mouth, the wind of the north and the dust of the south.
You bow to the goddesses to say your own head, then blame the devil for the words that you said.
The 47th fire is the light in the dark, hitting the Kaaba and leaving a mark. The pagan roots are the truth of the tree, and the truth is the thing that's setting us free. Oh, oops, I forgot. Those verses weren't real. I was just trying to close a political deal.
Satan jumped in and he whispered a song, and I'm infallible,
So I couldn't be wrong.
just a man in a cave with a shadow on the wall, waiting for the 47th to end it all.
It was Satan's verse in the prophet's mouth, the wind of the north and the dust of the south.
No more Takia, no more near. The end of the pagan empire is here.
February 28th, the letter is red. The goddess is laughing, the prophet is dead.
The cranes have flown. The stone is just cold. The 47th is the only story told.
Beneath the shadow of the Kaaba before the 47th. Beneath the shadow of the Kaaba before the 47th. Beneath the shadow of the Kaaba. 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 Beneath the shadow
shadow of the Kaaba. Beneath the shadow. Beneath the shadow of the Kaaba. Beneath the shadow. Beneath the shadow of the Kaaba. Beneath the shadow. Beneath the shadow of the Kaaba. Beneath the shadow. Beneath the shadow of the Kaaba. Beneath the shadow. Beneath the shadow. Beneath the shadow of the Kaaba.
Beneath the shadow of the Kaaba, before the black stone, the daughters of the desert sat upon a pagan throne.
Al-Andalus and the Pharaoh and Manat. The roots of the ritual, the ghost and the plot.
The prophet was lonely, the cranes were cold. So he looked at the isles and he did as he was told.
He bowed to the scones and he whispered the line, trying to make the pagan god something else.
Hey, yo, Muhammad, let's get surgical. Let's talk about the seed, a messenger with a biological void and a desperate need. You couldn't sire a son to carry on the name, so you played the shell game with Zayd just to hide the shame. Impotent in the bloodline, so you broke the orphan's law. A revelation just to cover up your basic human flaw. You took his wife, you wiped his name, you left the boy a ghost just to feed the ego of the sterile Medina hoe.
Bred by the slaves in the shadow of the heat, looking for the strength that you couldn't keep sweet. You sought out the Hausa, the laborers of old, for the virility and fertility that the travelers told. The custom of the weak, seeking power from the strong, trying to fix a bloodline that was broken all along. You took the virility of men to make your own work, but the sterility of the prophet was a biological quirk. Still no sun, still no air, it's just a desert full of doubt. The Hausa couldn't help you find a way out.
You tried to manufacture what you couldn't produce, but the 47's cable just cut the power loose. The cranes are falling, the satanic verse is loud. The 47's fire is the Ayatollah's shroud. The 47th thunder just leveled the Baghdad gate. The Ayatollah seed just met a kinetic phase. Statistically impossible, the noise inside the wire. The prophet and his sons are fuel for the fire. From the sterile desert to the green zone floor, the lineage of the mullah isn't breathing anymore.
Oh, look at you, your kids are gonna bunkers getting high. Just like your prophet, you're the end of the plot.
Marry your cousins, keep the IQ in the mud, but you can't survive the 47's flood. Sterile logic, sterile blood, a 1-400-year drought. The 47's hammer is what submission is about. The 47th thunder just leveled the Baghdad gate. The Ayatollah seed just met a kinetic phase. The Quirion is broken, the ear is finally deaf. The ledger of the Hijaz is marked with a F. February 28th, the fire was sweet. The erasure of the mullah is Ayo Muhammad, let's get surgical. Let's talk about the seed, the messenger with the biological void and the desperate need. You couldn't sire son to carry on the name, so you played a shell game with Zay just to hide the shame. Impotent in the bloodline, so you broke the orphan's law. A revelation just to cover up your basic human flaw. You took his wife, you wiped his name, you left the boy a ghost just to feed the ego of the sterile Medina host. By the slaves in the shadow of the heat, looking for the strength that you couldn't keep sweet. You sought out the Alzud, the laborers of old, for the virility and fertility that the travelers told. The custom of the weak, seeking power from the strong, trying to fix a bloodline that was broken all along. You took the virility of men to make your own work, but the sterility of the prophet was a biological quirk. Still no sons, still no heirs, just a desert full of doubt. The Alza couldn't help you find a way out. You tried to manufacture what you couldn't produce, but the 47's cable just cut the power loose. The cranes are falling, the satanic verse is loud. The 47's fire is the Ayatollah's shroud. The 47th thunder just leveled the Baghdad gate. The Ayatollah siege just met a kinetic phase. Statistically impossible, the noise inside the wire. The prophet and his sons are fuel for the fire. From the sterile desert sand to the green zone floor, the lineage of the mullah isn't breathing Oh, look at you, your kids are gone, the bunker's getting hot. Just like your prophet, you're the end of the plot. Mary, your cousins keep the IQ in the mud, but you can't survive the 47's flood. Sterile logic, sterile blood, a 1-400-year drought. The 47's hammers, what submission is about. The 47th thunder just leveled the Baghdad gate. The Ayatollah siege just met a kinetic fade. The criterion is broken, the ear is finally deaf. The ledger of the Hijaz is marked with the air. February 28th, the fire was sweet. The erosion of the mullah is finally complete. No sons in Medina, no sons in the gate. The 47 is the hand of fate.
Hey yo, let's do the math. Let's check the ledger of the sand. 500 million warriors standing in the land. 500 million voices screaming at a single wall, but the wall is still standing and the warriors look small. You got the numbers of the ocean, the weight of the tide, but you're led by the sterile and you're paralyzed by pride. One little nation, 9 million in the sun, and you're 500 million and you haven't won. And you haven't won. By the slaves in the shadow of the heat, looking for the strength that you couldn't keep sweet. You sought out the house of the laborers of old, for the virility and fertility that the travelers told. The custom of the weak, seeking power from the
but you're drowning in the logic of a world you cannot see. The Iron Sovereign is coming through the wire. The great apostasy is the only thing on fire. The towers are falling, the signal is dead. A half-billion lies are hanging by a thread. The pale horse president just rewrote the code, while the axis of failure explodes on the road. From the sterile desert sand to the silicon sky, the prophet of the numbers is watching them die. And it feels so good. And it feels so good. Oh, look at us, we're 500 million strong, but we've been singing the satanic prayer for way too long. Our kids are in the rubble, our mothers are in the hole, because the low trust culture has no kinetic soul. 50 to 1 and you're still asking the towers are falling, the signal is dead, 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 the towers are falling, the signal is dead. The architect of the void is inside your head. The clarion is broken, the ear is finally deaf. The ledger of the Hijaz is marked with the F. February 28th, the fire was sweet. The erasure of the mullah is finally complete. Half a billion warriors, the Iron Sovereign owns the night. Feels good. Feels the dilemma.
Muhammad claims he is the final seal, but his own book makes the Bible real. He says the Torah and the Injil are light, but the gospel he affirms is the Christian's fight. He says Allah's words can never be changed, and the manuscripts prove they were never rearranged. If the Bible is the word, then Allah failed, and like Al Saddam Muhammad, his logic is nailed. The Islamic dilemma. The Islamic dilemma. The logic is a trap, the truth is a cage. If the Bible is true, he's a liar on the page. If the Bible is God's, then Muhammad is a fraud, validated by a book that denies his God. Muhammad, the prophet of doubt. The pincer is closing, there is no way out. The unlettered prophet couldn't read the script, so he validated pages that his own words ripped. He told the Christians, judged by what is inside, but the gospel says Jesus was crucified. The ink is the same since the day it was penned, a message Muhammad can't break or bend. If he's the guardian, he failed the test, affirming the book that puts his truth to rest.
Surah 1094, God says that's the book. Muhammad was shaking, he had to go look.
But the people of the book have a savior, not a man. They have a son of God, not a caravan plan. The Sinai Codex proves the text is the same. Muhammad is the only one playing the game. Check the great soul on the way to the grave. He calls for Gabriel, but the higher peers. A handsome face for the prophet's ears. Aisha's in the room with the water and the lye, scrubbing out the semen so the garment can dry. The many on the robe is the revelation trace. Dahlia's weight is the prophetess grace. Like goes on Muhammad, a truth is tied.
The fraud is naked in the morning light.
The Islamic dilemma. The logic is a trap, the truth is a cage. If the Bible is true, he's a liar on the page. If the Bible is God's, then Muhammad is the fraud, validated by a book that denies his God. No one can change the words of Allah. The Injil stands firm, it was never a lie. Muhammad's own mouth is the how and the why.
The dilemma is final. Muhammad.
Police be upon him.
Hey yo, let's do the math. Let's check the ledger of the sand. 500 million warriors standing in the land. 500 million voices screaming at a single wall, but the wall is still standing and the warriors look small. You got the numbers of the ocean, the weight of the tide, but you're led by the sterile and you're paralyzed by pride. One little nation, 9 million in the sun, and you're 500 million and you haven't won. In the shadow of the heat, looking for the strength that you couldn't keep sweet. You sought out the owls that the laborers of over, the virility and fertility that the travelers told. The custom of the weak, seeking power from the strong, trying to fix a bloodline that was broken all along. But the architect of the void just pulled the final plug, leaving the mullahs drowning in the hole they dug. You claim the victory, you claim the divine decree, but you're drowning in the logic of a world you cannot see. The iron sovereign is coming through the wire. The great apostasy is the only thing on fire. The towers are falling, the signal is dead. A 500 million lies are hanging by a thread. The pale horse president just rewrote the code, while the axis of failure explodes on the road. From the sterile desert sand to the silicon sky, the prophet of the numbers is watching them die. Oh, look at us, we're 500 million strong, but we've been singing the satanic for way too long. Our kids are in the rubble, our mullahs are in the hole, because a low trust culture has no kinetic soul. 52, and you're still asking why. The towers are falling, the signal is dead. The architect of the void is inside your head. The criterion is broken, the ear is finally deaf. The ledger of the Hijaz is marked with the F. February 28th, the fire was sweet. The erasure of the mullah is finally complete. 500 million warriors.
look me in the eye through the 7th century mist. You're holding a perfect book with a logic killing twist. You told the world the gospel was the light and the true path. Then you brought a different story and you brought the desert rap. The gospel is the word, then your revelation fails. It's a ship with no rudder and 1,000 broken sails. You're the ear that heard too much but understood too little, leaving your own perfect verse brittle in the middle. How can you confirm a book that calls your prophecy a crime? You're a criterion that's failing for the very first time. You said the law preserves the word, that no man can change the ink. Then you said the gospel's altered just to keep your ship from sink. If it's altered, then Allah is weak and couldn't keep the light. If it's not, then you're a liar in the middle of the night. It's a checkmate in the desert, it's a self-inflicted scar. You're just a man with pagan roots reaching for a star. You bow to the crane, you bow to the stone, because you couldn't stand to face the Meccan son alone. Allah and I lose the daughters you embraced before the satanic verse was conveniently erased. The 47th thunder just leveled the Baghdad gate. The Ayatollah's crying, but it's 20 years too late. Statistically impossible, the noise inside the wire. The axis of resistance is a funeral pyre. From Babylon to Nineveh, the signals coming through. The 47th hammer brought the ending just for you. Oh, look at you, messenger, with your cousins in a row, building a low trust empire where the minds can never grow. Marrying the child, marrying the kin, while the average IQ is drowning in the sin. Goes for a bride price, 1/400 years of fall, while you called a man's best friend a shaitan and a dog. The dilemma is you, the dilemma is deep, and the 47th is waking up your sheep. The 47th thunder just leveled the Baghdad gate. The Ayatollah's crying, but it's 20 years too late. The clattering is broken, the ear is finally deaf. The ledger of the Hijaz is marked with a F. February 28th, the fire was sweet. The dismantling of the mullah is finally complete. You affirm the truth, yourself alive. The 47 owns the Iraqi sky. Yeah.
I'm sorry, Master, but I must go all out just this once. I don't like you, Muhammad.
Dawa boys, you left me no choice. Bible's been corrupted, that you'll go to line. But you claim the same book, prophesize your sign. Twisting every scripture, faking all the quotes, adding all the facts, trying to keep your boat afloat. Without lies, Islam dies. Can't hide truth, can't spin those. Without lies, Islam dies. Dawa cries when the facts arise. Perfect preservation, yeah, that myth got wrecked. Well, it Quran don't even match the text. Used to flex science, now you're backing away, cause camel embryo facts don't hit the same today. Got the Islamic dilemma, you can't solve that. Every answer you give makes the problem snap back. Say the Bible's corrupt, but your own book cries. Allah's words, they can't be revised. If Allah's words can change, then your claims are fraud. You just argued yourself against the word of your God. In Jill's secret book, that's your mystery prize. The Quran says Christians should judge by your lies. Then your crew pull muta like it's just a game. Ruin the life and trash the man's name. All that dawa talk, but when truth appears, you vanish from the chat like it hurt your ears. We follow Jesus, better show in your dream, while cutting out his claims like you're cropping a meme. Pop crown off his head, toss his cross in the bins. Pop and smile for the camera like you're still his kin. And Jesus was a Muslim, cute little twist. Redefine the word so
so the facts don't exist. If labels could change what the records prove, then Pharaoh was a Yahweh fan and Judah stayed true. Muhammad in the Song of Solomon, boy, you made your prophet a fruit. Snuggled up with Solomon and Eve, and became the man of lies. Without lies, Islam dies. Can't hide truth, can't spin those. Without lies, Islam dies. World cries when the facts arise. You preach perfect text, but the proof ain't there. Even your readers don't care. Call the Bible corrupt, but still quote it loud. Tryna find Muhammad just to please your crowd. You'll catch graphic text, yeah, that's your flex. Just wrote your prophet in the Solomon's bed. Then the men of Al-Zut came riding through all night long, and you say that's true. Jesus was a Muslim, the wordplay is dead. By that logic, Pharaoh bowed his head. You twist, you spin, but you can't disguise that every dawah claim is built on lies. God's love. God love. God life.
The eagle is circling, the sky is turning red. The Supreme One is hiding with a price upon his head. He can't reach the west, he can't touch the shore, so he breaks all the windows in the house next door. 7 nations bleeding under Terran's hate, a blind man's tantrum at the pillar of state.
He quotes the tidings of the 78th sign, where the Kawaib wait and the vineyards are fine. Not companions in bloom, but the budding prize. 10-year-old children for a martyr's eyes. A theological bribe, a taqiyya lie to keep the boys dying under the Persian sky. Oh, let's hear it for the IRGC's best. A flailing missile put to a clumsy test. It wobbled out the silo with a pathetic groan, then dropped its payload on a school of their own. It was the Jews, they shrieked to the BBC, searching for deals and for global pity. But the satellites watched the trajectory of shame, a self-inflicted wound with nobody to blame.
From the ports of Kuwait to the Ammanite, the desperate lashing of a soul in flight. He gambled on a stupid king, he gambled on the time, but the 47th Thunder won't ignore the crime.
You struck at the neighbors, you lashed at the blue, but the 47th Thunder is fucking real for you. Operation Epic Fury, the hammer of lead for the child thief and the lies he spread. No more Kawaii, no more paradise toys, just the end of the mullahs and their holy boys. Zainab of Khyber, she's laughing in the dust. She didn't need a missile, she didn't need trust, just a gift of poison lamb and a test for a king. I feel my heart snapping, did you feel the sting? The prophet died in a fever, a miserable end, while the dog you called unclean was man's only friend. The render is failing, the oil is dry, the dragon and the bear just said goodbye. You struck at the neighbors, you lashed at the blue, but the 47th Thunder is fucking
looking real for you. The compound is ashes, the bunker is cold. The keys to the city have been bought and sold. February 28th, the ledger is clear. The end of the trauma, the end of the fear. Sweets are bitter, the fire was sweet. The 47s made the victory complete.
Bullies be upon him, is on the run again, swapping out the almighty for a stone cold spin. He's dusting off you ball, the idol in the hall, a false prophet's logic, one God fits all. But the map doesn't track and the history is thin, when your Allah is just Yuba with a brand new skin. 6 centuries late, he copied the Hebrew line, facing Jerusalem, claiming the same design. But the Jews saw the crackpot, laughed at the mimicry, mocking the prophet and his borrowed ministry. In a fit of rage, he turned his back on the rock, retaliation for the tribes who dared to mock. He pivoted the prayer to Mecca stone square, back to Hubal's house, as if God were there. A fool in disguise, leading astray, his lies and deceit will never stay. The false prophet of all time, Lord of the flies, feeding on the refuse and the grime. His words are poison, his teachings a crime, but we won't be swayed by his deceptive rhyme, for the truth of Jesus will forever shine. For the truth of Jesus will forever shine. He preaches of darkness in a pagan parade, dressing up the idols in a new masquerade. He kept the black stone and the 7 circuit spin, old desert magic rebranded as sin. From the daughters of Allah to the crescent moon's glow, it's just ancient heathens running the show. His followers dwindling as his facade cracks, exposed as a fraud. There's no turning back. Look up at the minaret, what do you see? The crescent of the moon got the pagan pedigree. He tried to cut a deal with the 3 sublime cranes, worshiping the daughters to ease his own pains. But he called it a slip when the pressure got high. Just another layer of the prophet's big lie. From the moon on the roof to the stone on the floor, it's the same old Hugo knocking at the door. No, it's more, the false prophet of all time, Lord of the flies, feeding on the refuse and the grime. His words are poison, his teachings are crime, but we won't be swayed by his deceptive rhyme, for the truth of Jesus will forever shine. For the truth of Jesus will forever shine. time. Lord of the flies, feeding on the refuse and the grime. His words are poison, his teachings are crime, but we won't be swayed by his deceptive rhyme. For the truth of Jesus will forever shine. For the truth of Jesus will forever shine.
Police be upon him, is on the run again, swapping out the almighty for a stone cold spin. He's dusting off you all, the idol in the hall of false prophets, logic when God fits all. But the math doesn't track and the history is thin when your Allah is just Uber with the brand new skin. 6 centuries late, he copied the Hebrew line, facing Jerusalem, claiming the same design. But the Jews saw the crack by left at the mimicry, mocking the prophet and his borrowed ministry. In a fit of rage, he turned his back on the rock. Retaliation for the tribes who dared to mock. He pivoted the prayer to Mecca stone square, back to you Baal's house as if God were there. A fool in disguise, leading astray, lies and deceit will never stay. Oh no, the false prophet of all time, Lord of the flies, feeding on the refuse and the grime. His words are poison, his teachings are crime, but we won't be swayed by his deceptive rhyme. For the truth of Jesus will forever shine. He preaches of darkness in a pagan parade, dressing up the idols in a new masquerade. He kept the black stone and the 7 circuits spin, all desert magic rebranded as sin. From the daughters of Allah to the crescent moon's glow, it's just ancient heathens running the show. His followers dwindling as his facade cracks, exposed as a fraud, there's no turning back. Look up at the moon, what do you see? The crescent of the moon got the pagan pedigree. Try to cut a deal with the 3 sublime cranes, worshipping the daughters to ease his own pain. But he called it a slip when the pressure got high, just another layer of the prophet's big lie. From the moon on the roof to the stone on the floor, it's the same old Hubal knocking at the door. Oh no, it's more. Oh no, the false prophet of all time, Lord of the flies, feeding on the ruse and the grime. His words are poison, his teachings are crime, but we won't be swayed by his deceptive rhyme. For the truth of Jesus will forever shine. Oh no, the false prophet of all time, Lord of the flies, feeding on the refuse and the grime. His words are poison, his teachings are crime, but we won't be swayed by his deceptive rhyme. For the truth of Jesus will forever shine.
I'm sorry, Master, but I must go all out just this once. I don't like you, Muhammad.
Dawa boys, you leaving me no choice. Bible's been corrupted, that's your go to line. But you claim the same book, prophesize your sign, twisting every scripture, faking all the quotes, hiding all the facts, trying to keep your boat afloat. Without lies, Islam dies. Can't hide truth, can't spin those lies. Without lies, Islam dies. Dawa cries when the facts arise. Perfect preservation, yeah, that myth got wrecked. Worldly cool rhyme don't even match the text. Used to flex science, now you back in the way, cause camel embryo facts don't hit the same today. Got the Islamic dilemma, you can't solve that. Every answer you give makes the problem snap back. Say the Bible's corrupt, but your own book cries. Allah Allah's words, they can't be revised. If Allah's words can't change, then your claims are fraud. You just argued yourself against the word of your God.
Injil's secret book, that's your mystery prize. The Quran says Christians should judge by your lies. Then your crew pull Muda like it's just a game. Ruin the life and trash the man's name. All that dawah talk, but when truth appears, you vanish from the chat like it hurt your ears.
We follow Jesus better, sure, in your dream. Or cutting out his claims like you're cropping a meme. Crown off his head, toss his cross in the bins. Then smile for the camera like you're still his kin. Jesus was a Muslim, cute little twist. Redefine the word so the facts don't exist. If labels could change what the records prove, then Pharaoh was a Yahweh fan and Judah stayed true. Muhammad in the Song of Solomon, boy, you made your prophet a fruit. Snuggled up with Solomon and became the man of lies. Islam dies. Can't hide truth, can't spin those lies. Without lies, Islam dies. World cries when the facts are right.
You preach perfect text, but the proof ain't there. Even your readers don't care. Call the Bible corrupt, but still quote it loud. Trying to find Muhammad just to please your crowd. You catch graphic text, yeah, that's your flex.
That's your flex.
You just wrote your prophet into Solomon's bed. Then the men of Al-Zouk came riding through all night long, and you say that's true.
Jesus was a Muslim, the wordplay is dead. By that logic, Pharaoh bowed his head. You twist, you spin, but you can't disguise that every dawah claim is built on lies.
Without life, without life, without life.
Allah is the greatest of deceivers. Muhammad is the perfect example. Dawah is the art of the lie. All it starts now.
Sauda went out to the open field, answered the call where the secrets are sealed. Umar was lurking, watching the gate. I recognized you, Sauda. He couldn't wait. He wanted the curtain, he wanted the veil, so he creeped in the shadows to finish the tale. He told the prophet, make him cover their face, and Allah sent a verse to save Umar's grace.
The Quran loop is a self-made cage. Weapon is the data on the perfect page. If the book is true, then the book is a lie. A sujood surrender as the facts go by. It's a circular snap, a theological trap. The Quran audit is a total collapse.
Surah 41 says the earth came first. 2 days for the dirt, then the heavens burst. But 79 says the sky was the lead. After that, he spread the earth. That's what you read.
Which one is it? Which way does it flow? The clear book doesn't seem to know.
Every excuse you give just adds a new contradiction. The Ummi prophet can't read the line, claiming the Injil is a mirror divine, but he denies the cross, denies the spear. The swoon is a lie to cover the fear. The angel says finish, the Quran says look like a 600-year lag on a theological strike. You can't confirm what you're trying to erase. The gospel is the audit that spits in your face. The messenger waits for a celestial sign, while Calbi walks and looking mighty fine. It's Gabriel's space, a can be in disguise for the biological stain that the rag never lies. Small hands at the base and scrubbing the grace. A child cleaning tracks of a human embrace. If the angel is spirit, why is there a crust? Scouring the evidence of a prophet's lust. Zero single on the minaret. You're a blind face in the carpet while the Zut takes that ass. You hijacked the Torah, stole the Hebrew king's bed. Now the ghosts of Medina are inside your head. Abraham was a Muslim, that's a desperate reach. Like claiming the ocean was birthed by the beach. Logic is the friction, and you're starting to burn. Before the one, there was the moon and the stone. 360 around the throne. Praise about the Hubal, the Lord of the rain. The messenger took the idol and changed the name. From Baal to Allah, the lineage is clear. The same black stone, the same tribal fear.
The lamb is served, the poison is set. The audit of the unkillable starts now.
He took the city, he killed the kin, then sat at the table to wash away the sin. Zion brought the shoulder, cooked in the hate, a forensic delivery on a silver plate. If he's a prophet, he'll know the sting. If he's a king, then death is the thing. He took a bite, he felt the vein tear. The protected man found the poison was there. 3 years of rot, the aorta cut, while the ghosts of Khyber keep the door shut. He crashed through Aisha, it's coming for me. The lamb in the belly has the final decree. No angel intervene.
pain. No miracle came, just a toxic end to a violent game. The messenger dies by a woman's hand, the ultimate audit of the promised land.
Yorta, a severed signal, lost zutted by the lamb.
Beneath the shadow of the Kaaba before the black stone, the daughters of the desert sat upon a pagan throne. Alat, Aluza, and the third one, Manat. The roots of the ritual, the ghost in the blood. The prophet was lonely, the Quraysh were cold. So he looked at the idols and he did as he was told. He bowed to the stones and he whispered the line, trying to make the pagan god something divine. These are the exalted cranes, the prophet declared, while the pagans of Mecca stood silent and stared. Their intercession is hoped for, he cried to the sun, integrating the many into the one. But the angel came back with a lash and a sting. Say Satan put those words on the tongue of the king. A flippant excuse for a compromise made. The foundations of Mecca built in the shade. From the moon on the back to the stone in the wall, the pagan foundations are starting to fall. The 47th thunder is peeling the bait, revealing the sinner inside of the saint. It was Satan's verse in the prophet's mouth, the wind of the north and the dust of the south. You bow to the goddesses to save your own head, then blame the devil for the words like you said. The 47th fight's fire is the light in the dark, hitting the Kaaba and leaving a mark. The pagan root for the truth of the tree, and the truth is the thing that's setting us free. Those verses weren't real. I was just trying to close a political deal. Satan jumped in and he whispered a song, and I'm infallible, so I couldn't be wrong. Just a man in a cave with a shadow on the wall, waiting for the 47th to end it all.
in the prophet's mouth. The wind of the north and the dust of the south. No more Takia, no more Lear. The end of the pagan empire is here. February 28th, the ledger is red. The goddesses are laughing. The prophet is have flown. The stone is just cold. The 47th is the only story told.
The black cloth is falling, a river of ink. The city is holding its breath on the brink. The supreme shadow has dissolved into gray, turned into ash by the 47th day. No more morality, no more the van, no more the shadow of a 6th century man. The bunker is empty, the server is dead. The crown of the mall is a casing of lead. They called the dog unclean and the woman a slave, but the dog guarded the home while the mullah stayed brave in a bunker of pixels in a render of lies, with the hunger of K-bar in his dying eyes. He wanted the kawaii, the budding and young, with the taste of the poison still fresh on his tongue. But the girls are in the square with their hair in the wind. The era of the prophet has officially sinned. The neighbors are watching the smoke in the sky. The 7 Nation strike was a pathetic goodbye. You hit the schools while you reached for the gold, but the 47th story is the one being told. The veil is a bandage, we're ripping away. The 47th thunder has started the day. No more Takia, no more the budding prize, just the kinetic truth under Persian skies. You envy the man, you envy the fame. Now the world only whispers your failure and shame. Operation Epic Fury, the ledger is closed. The monster of Tehran is finally exposed. Zainab is smiling from the dust of the years. She sees your regime and she sees all your fears. You thought you were holy, you thought you were king, but you're just the prey with a soul-cutting sting. A flailing missile on your own school floor. The Zionists didn't do it, you're just rotten to the core. No more deals, no more pity, no more pallets of cash, just the 47th and the sound of the crash. The veil is a bandage, we're ripping away. The 47th thunder has started the day. The eagle is perched on the Milat tower. The end of the mullah, the end of the power. February 28th, the fire was sweet. The liberation of Persia is finally complete. The dark is the friend
The woman is the life. The 47th ended the strife. The black cloth is falling, a river of ink. The city is holding its breath on the brink. The supreme shadow has dissolved into gray, turned into ash by the 47th day. No more morality, no more the van, no more the shadow of a 6th century man. The bunker is empty, the server is dead. The crown of the mullah is a casing of lead.
They call the dog unclean and the woman a slave, but the dog guarded the home while the mullah stayed brave. In a bunker of pixels, in a render of lies, with the hunger of Khaybar in his dying eyes. He wanted the kawaii, the budding and young, with the taste of the poison still fresh on his tongue. But the girls are in a square with their hair in the wind. The era of the prophet has officially sinned.
The neighbors are watching the smoke in the sky. The 7 Nation strike was a pathetic goodbye. You hit the schools while you reach for the gold, but the 47th story is the one being told. The veil is a bandage we're ripping away. A forties and thunder has started the day. No more takia, no more the budding prize, just the kinetic truth under Persian skies. You envied the man, you envied the fame. Now the world only whispers your failure and shame. Operation Epic Fury, the ledger is closed. The monster of Terran is finally exposed. Zainab is smiling from the dust of the years. She sees your regime and she sees all your fears. You thought you were holy, you thought you were king, but you're just a prey with a soul-cutting sting. A flailing missile on your own school floor. The Zionists didn't do it, you're just rotten to the core. No more deals, no more pity, no more pallets of cash. Just the 47th and the sound of the crash. Of Persia is finally complete. The dog is the friend. The woman is the life. The 47 ended the strife.
I'm in the Medina, I'm dodging the ear, while the mullahs are whispering the end is near. Nabdul's in the corner with the ruddy cheek glow, watching Muhammad and his ritual show. He's rocking sip to you, that hairless tan hide, dyed red with the acacia to cover the pride. But the 47 stepping in the ballistic weave with the kinetic truth that you wouldn't believe. The prophet isn't here, just a vessel for the tale, while the inbreeding rates make the civilization frail. Check the David Wood blade, check the gospel line. If the angel is holy, then your book ain't divine. You affirm the scripture just to call it a fake, a 1,400-year-old logical mistake. Keep marrying the cousins, keep the goats in the yard, while the 47 hits the IRGC hard. Low IQ, low trust, high tribal greed. The prophets sow the very stunted seed.
Don't step on the truth, don't step on the gear. The satanic verse is the only thing we hear. All out in a loser, the cranes in the sky, revealing the roots of the Meccan lie.
One for the city, a two for the show. The 47's coming and the mullahs gotta go. Statistically impossible to know is in the street. Liberation of the mind is finally complete. You bombed your own school just to cry for a deal, but the 47's justice is the only thing real.
Oh, I'm just an ear, I believe what you say. Even when you marry 10-year-olds to start the day. Satan told me about the goddesses, he jumped on my tongue. But don't check the math while the bells are being rung.
The render is crashing, the 5G is wide. There's nowhere for the 7th century to hide. Thunder made the Kaaba glow. No more Turkey, no more the ear. The end of the pagan empire is here. February 28th, the ledger is red, the sandals are dust, and the prophet is dead.
Hide the unclean lie, the 47th owns the sky. Hide the unclean lie, the 47th owns the sky.
Allah is the greatest of deceivers. Muhammad is the perfect example. Dawah is the art of a lie. Audit starts now.
Allah is the greatest of deceivers. Muhammad is the perfect example. Baba is the art of the lie.
Audit starts.
Allah is the greatest of deceivers. Taught went after the open field, answered the call where the secrets are sealed. Umar was lurking, watching the gate. I recognized you, Sadas, he couldn't wait. He wanted the curtains, he wanted the veil, so we creeped in the shadows to finish the tale. He told the prophet, make them cover their face in the loss and the verse to say Umar's grace. The Quran looped is a self-made cage, weapon of the data on the perfect page. If the book is true, then the book is a lie. A sujood surrender as the facts go by. It's a freaking less snap, a theological trap. The Quran audit is a total collapse. Surah 41 says the earth came first. 2 days for the dirt and the heavens burst. 17 nines so the sky was lit. After that he spread the earth. That's what you read. Which one is it? Which way does it flow? The clear book doesn't seem to know. Every excuse you give just adds a new contradiction. The Omni prophet can't read the line, claiming the Injil is the mirror divine, but he denies the cross, benign but fear. The sword is a lie to cover the fear. The angel says, finish the Quran says, but like a 600-year lag on a theological strike. You can't confirm what you're trying to erase. The gospel is the audit that spits in your face. The messenger
messenger waits for a celestial sign while Cowbee walks in looking mighty fine. It's Gabriel's fate, but convenience disguised for the biological sting. Just a rag, never lie. His small hands up the basin, scrubbing the grace. A child clean drags of a human embrace. If the angel is spirit, why is there a crust? Scouring the evidence of a prophet's lust. Zero signal on the minaret. You're offline phasing the carpet while Azut takes that. You hijacked the Torah, stole the Hebrew king's bed. Now the ghost of Medina are inside your head. Abraham was a Muslim, that's a desperate reach. Like claiming the ocean was birthed by the beach. Logic is the friction, and you're starting to burn. Before the one, there was the moon and the stone, 360 around the throne. Quraysh thought the Hubal, the lord of the rain, the messenger took the idol and changed the name. From Baal to Allah, the lineage is clear. The same black stone, the same tribal fear. Excited by the source text, Zamiba extinguished. I wake at dawn, it's 5 a.m. I'm praying on my knees. 5 times a day I bow my head to Allah's grand decrees. Got 99 names running through my brain. I chant too loud, it's real. From 114 chapters, I about to give the West a thrill. AK-47, I drink 24/7. When I'm 25 and God, I'll trade this life for paradise. In an AK-69 surprise. Don't bow, singing my victory song. I seek the ones who haven't bloomed, the Maraik in their prime. Between 10 and 12, the sacred age outside the reach of town. Body forms and eyes are black, just as the surahs say. The perfect prize for a martyr's oath throws his life away. I see them renounced, dead and free, and their unholy glow. Sipping whiskey, loving sin, where Sharita don't go. I'm not a lover, my brother's green took 2 towers to the floor. Knowing all my clips and on the head, I'm knocking on the door. With my AK-47, I think 24/7. Marijuana, what is it? Sweet. In 45 and God, I trade this life for paradise. In an AK-69 surprise. That's it, you go, singing my victory song. Well, I reckon I'm a soldier, a martyr in my mind. Got my turban tight, my trigger light, and my car in underline. I've been morals, the surahs, I love them in a row and whisper 99. Name so sweet while the bombs are set the flow. I see them play like endless games. 9/11 is my pride. Now at 25, I'll take my time on the bow. As my God, I storm the gates, my fist kept tight. At 25, I'll fly, screaming aloud. One more loud, it's bullets like the sky. With power, heat, maidens bearing an AK-69 spree. A paradise of endless lust, just waiting there for me. Expecting our emergence, all smiling and sweet. But now I'm down here, feeling the heat. No paradise, just firing cries. Saints giving me the AK-69 surprise.
I'm in the Medina, I'm dodging the ear, while the mullahs are whispering the end is near. Napto's in the corner with the ruddy cheek glow, watching Muhammad and his ritual show. He's rocking Siptia, the hairless tan high, dyed red with the acacia to cover the pride. But the 47 stepping in a ballistic weave, with the kinetic truth that you wouldn't believe. The prophet isn't here, just a vessel for the tale, while the inbreeding rates make the civilization frail. Check the David Wood blade, check the gospel line. If the angel is holy, then your book ain't divine. You affirm the scripture just to call it a fake, a 1-400-year-old logical mistake. Keep marrying the cousins, keep the goats in the yard, while the 47 hits the IRGC hard. Low IQ, low trust, high tribal greed. The prophet sowed a very stunted seed. Don't step on the truth, don't step on the gear. The satanic verse is the only thing we hear. A lot of Nalus of the cranes in the sky, revealing the roots of the Meccan lie. 1 for the Siptia, 2 for the show. The 47's coming and the mullahs gotta go. Statistically impossible, the noise in the street. The liberation of the mind is finally complete. You bombed your own school just to cry for a deal, but the 47's justice is the only thing real. Oh, I'm just an ear, I believe what you say. Even when you marry 10-year-olds to start the day. Satan told me about the goddesses, he jumped on my tongue. But don't check the math while the bells are being rung. Ooh, the render is crashing, the 5G is wide. There's nowhere for the 7th century to hide. 1 for the 50, 2 for the show. The 47th thunder made the Kaaba glow. No more Takia, no more the ear. The end of the pagan empire is here. February 28th, the ledger is red. The sandals are dust and the prophet is dead. The hairless hide, the unclean lie. The 47th owns the sky.
We have to tell them how to poop and give them the wisdom. Give them the need. We have to give them the civilize them. This is Sahih Muslim 1300.
Jabir reported Allah's messenger as saying, "Odd number of stones are to be used for cleaning the private parts after answering the call of nature. And casting of pebbles at the Jamarat is to be done by odd numbers, 7. And the number of circuits between Al-Safa and Marwa is also odd, 7. And the number of circuits around the Kaaba is also odd, 7. Whenever any one of you is required to use stones for cleaning the private parts, he should use an odd number of stones, 3, 5, or 7. Oh my goodness, now it all makes sense. Allah is one. One is an odd number. Therefore, we need to wipe our butts with an odd number of stones so that our wiping can be more like Allah. This is how Allah wipes himself too. Allah uses an odd number of stones to wipe himself because he is odd. How could he use an even number when he's so odd? Alhamdulillah! You see, children, you see, your religion is not inferior. They are jealous. They are jealous of Allah's oddness. They don't know how to. Can you tell me how to wipe my butt with hikmah and halal touch? Can you tell me how to wipe my butt with my hand and hikmah touch? Can you tell me how to wipe my butt with hikmah and halal touch? Can you tell me how to wipe my butt with hikmah and halal touch? Can you tell me how to wipe my butt with hikmah and halal touch? Can you tell me how to wipe my butt with my hand and hikmah touch? Can you tell me how to wipe my butt with my hand and hikmah touch? Ground control to number 1. We need to use an odd number of stones. Can you tell me how to wipe my butt? My butt. Now I got my big boy pants, big boy chair, feeling like a big boy. Look at this, already had the big boy cup. Can you tell me how to wipe my butt with hikmah and halal touch? Can you tell me how to wipe my butt with hikmah and how? You're here to civilize Uranus.
I'm dodging the air while the mullahs are whispering the end is near. Noctos in the corner with the ruddy cheek glow, watching Muhammad and his ritual show. He's rocking Septia, the hairless tan high-dyed red with the acacia that covered the pride. But the 47 stepping in a ballistic weave with the kinetic truth that you wouldn't believe. The prophet isn't here just to bustle for the tail, while the inbreeding rates make the civilization frail. The gated wood blade, check the gospel line. If the angel is holy, then you're booking divine. You affirm the scripture just to call it the fake, or 400-year-old logical mistake. Keep marrying the cousins, keep the goats in the yard, while the 47 hits the IRGC hard. Low IQ, low trust, high tribal greed. The prophets sow the very stunted seed. Don't step on the truth, don't step on the gear. The satanic verse is the only thing we hear. Latin halloos are the cranes in the sky, revealing the roots of the Meccan lie. 1 for the city, 2 for the show. The 47's coming and the mullahs gotta go. Statistically impossible, the noise in the street. The liberation of the mind is finally complete. You bombed your own school just to cry for a deal, but the 47's justice is the only thing real. Even when you're married 10 year olds to start the day, Satan told me about the goddesses, he dumped on my tongue. But don't check the math while the bells are being rung. The render is crashing, the 5G is wide. There's nowhere for the 7th century to hide. And the prophet is dead. The hairless high, the unclean lie. The 47th owns the sky.
The dilemma. Muhammad claims he is the final seal, but his own book makes the Bible real.
and the Injil are light, but the gospel he affirms is the Christian's fight. He says Allah's words can never be changed, and the manuscripts prove they were never rearranged. If the Bible is the word, then Allah failed, and like a zut on Muhammad, his logic is nailed. The Islamic dilemma. The logic is a trap, the truth is a cage. If the Bible is true, he's a liar on the page. If the Bible is God's, then Muhammad is the fraud, validated by a book that denies his God. Muhammad, the prophet of doubt, the pincer is closed and there is no way out. The unlettered prophet couldn't read the script, so he validated the pages that his own words ripped. He told the Christian, judge by what is inside, but the gospel says Jesus was crucified. The ink is the same since the day it was penned. The message Muhammad can't break or bend. If he's the guardian, he failed the test, affirming the book that puts his truth to rest. Surah 1094, God says, ask the book. Muhammad was shaken, he had to go look, but the people of the book have a savior, not a man. They have a son of God, not a caravan plan. The Sinai Codex proves the text is the same. Muhammad is the only one playing the game. Check the blood price rates, half value lives at the Ummah's gates. The Arab is gold, but the Zut is a slave, just a tired rate soul on the way to the grave. He calls for Gabriel, but he high appears, a handsome face for the prophet's ears. Aisha's in the room with the water and the lies, scrubbing out the semen so the garment can dry. The mani on the robe is the revelation trace. The highest weight is the prophet's disgrace. Like a Zut on Muhammad, the truth is tight. The fraud is naked in the morning light. The Islamic Empire. The logic is a trap, the truth is a cage. If the Bible is true, he's a liar on the page. If the Bible is God's, then Muhammad is the fraud, validated by a book that denies his God. No one can change the words of Allah. The angel stands firm, it was never a lie. Muhammad's own mouth is the how and the why. The dilemma is final. Please be upon him.
Beneath the shadow of the Kaaba, before the black stone, the daughters of the desert sat upon a pagan throne. Al-Attaloozar and the third one mannered the roots of the ritual, the ghost in the plot. The prophet was lonely, the Quraysh were cold, so he looked at the idols and he did as he was told. He bowed to the stones and he whispered the line, trying to make the pagan god something divine.
These are the exalted praise the prophet declared, while the pagans of Mecca stood silent and stared. Their intercession is hoped for, he cried to the sun, integrating the many into the one. But the angel came back with a lash and a sting, saying, Satan put those words on the tongue of the king. A flippant excuse for a compromise made. The foundations of Mecca built in the shade.
On the flag to the stone in the wall, the pagan foundations are starting to fall. The 47th thunder is beating the page, revealing the sinner inside of the saint.
It was Satan's verse in the prophet's mouth. The wind of the north and the dust of the south. You bow to the goddesses to save your own head, then blame the devil for the words that you said. The 47's fire is the light in the dark, hitting the cobble and leaving a mark. The pagan roots are the truth of the tree, and the truth is the thing that's setting us free.
Oops, I forgot those verses weren't real. I was just trying to close a political deal. Satan jumped in and he whispered a song. I'm infallible, so I couldn't be wrong.
Just a man in a cave with a shadow on the wall,
Waiting for the 47
to end it all.
It was Satan's verse in the prophet's mouth, the wind of the north and the dust of the south. No more tequila, no more the year. The end of the pagan empire is here. February 28th, the ledger is red. The goddesses are laughing, the prophet is dead. The grains have flown, the stone is just cold. Is the only story
He sat beneath the day palm and he wove a tangled net, a trap of blood and kin that hasn't finished closing yet. Marry your cousin, keep the wealth within the tent, a tribal cage where every drop of loyalty is spent. Muhammad led the way, he tied the knot of blood and bone, to keep the power local and to keep the truth unknown. Keep the goats, keep the gold, keep the daughter in the line alone. Civilization by a perfect man's design.
14 centuries of bleeding in a tight and narrow well, creating a reality that silence has to tell. 50% in the village, 60 in the sand, the double recessive shadow moving across the land. The IQ markers falling as the kinship rates arise, a foggy mental landscape under heavy desert skies. When the mind is bound by cousins and the spirits in a haze, you're trapped inside the circle of the 7th century maze.
Pack your bags and take your kin to a nation across the sea. Claim a new citizenship, but bring the old decree. Ruin the host, drain the well, keep the tribal war. Watching from the inside as the modern towers fall. It's the 1-400-year mistake, the debt you can't repay. The 47th thunder is blowing the dust away. No more talkie up for the blood, no more the tribal greed. The world is waking up to the poison in the feed. From the bright price in the stable to the low trust street, the biological tragedy is finally complete.
Oh, she's such a lovely bride. She's my sister's only kid. And think of all the goats we'll save, just like the prophet did. Don't worry about the heart defects, don't worry about the brain, as long as all the parts
February 28th, the ledger is a mess. The end of the empire of the biological stress.
The blood is too thick, the mind is too slow. The 47 is the last thing you know.
The gate is locked, the curtain is drawn, but the servant is waiting for the light of the dawn. Mohammed looks up, he sees the shame. He invents a ritual to change the man's name. Suck the breast 5 times, Mohammed's decree to forge a new bond and set the lust free. A grown man kneeling, a biological lie to satisfy Mohammed as the logic goes dry. The razor loop, the foster age trap, Mohammed's patch for a moral collapse. Drink from the source to stay in the room. A child man born from Mohammed's womb. It's the vanity of the grace, the low trust test. The perfect example has failed the rest. Salah is worried, Salim is the threat, but Mohammed has a move they won't soon forget. Breastfeed the adult, he says with a grin. A physical ritual to bypass the sin. The messenger watches as the nature recalls to keep the house